What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. In this one, we are actually going to be watching the third episode of Goosebumps, which is called The Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Now, I am going to be 100% honest with you. Again, I have seen every single episode of Goosebumps. I have read majority of the books. As a young kid to teenager. I am going to be honest with you in that 100% this is not one of my favorite episodes. It's not one of my favorite stories. I have never been a fan of the whole time going backwards ploy that is done in some things. There's actually, again, one of my favorite shows of all time is Family Guy, and they have a segment where Stewie, for whatever reason, Brian does something, screws something up, and time starts to go backwards. And it's just not as entertaining for me. However, it's still not bad. We're still going to watch it. It's still a part of the thing. We'll talk about it when we're done. I love the book art. It's fun. But yeah. So regardless, we're here to check this out. So per the norm, I'm going to hit the start button. At 5 seconds, I will hit play. Because again, I don't have a timer that I can impose onto the screen. I have to use one that's pre-done. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it. I will never not do that. I'm sorry. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum ba-da-dum ba-da-da. Ba-na-na-na-na ba-da-na-na-na. Goosebumps. You're in for a scare. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So much fun. Oh no. Run, Forrest, run. What happened? Who got hurt? His little sister's such a nightmare. She needs her ass beat. Here is my problem with this specifically. All of that, her plan, would have only hinged on knowing he was going to lose the basketball where he did. Flashback time. The Big 12. Such a shitty sister. Damn it. Some bullshit, man. I'd have beat my sister's ass. I had an anger problem as a kid. Ta-da! It's a cuckoo clock. Yeah. She's such a twat of a child, man. He's like, I'm gonna finally get her in trouble. This is kind of a shitty thing to do, too, though. Duh. You got one shot at this. All the intensity. Bong. Neighborhood kids are the worst too. You failed at this twice, my guy. Also, you gotta play that off and laugh at people. Laugh at yourself. These stories never make sense because, like, if he stayed up, would time still go backwards? It only seems to go backwards while he's sleeping. A fun little Home Alone callback. Hmm. Fucking clown, dude. And he's like the stereotypical, really annoying child's birthday clown, too. How you doing? Shit's crazy, man. That's creepy, and I've had that happen to me. Talk about one of the scariest moments in my life. Ugh. I mean, don't get me wrong. As a parent, fully understand. Watch me. Terrible. 2. If you don't sleep, time doesn't go backwards. You've got to spend the rest of your life never sleeping. I don't know. That's right. Now you're 6 months old. She's always checking for her fevers. He just had a thermometer shoved up his ass. Stop playing with that. That's all you guys are going to hear. Don't you do that. Found it. And it's just in time, almost like fate has decided that this is how things are going to go. There's something else that really bothers me about this episode, and I'll explain it when we get to. I'll explain it in the review. We'll say that. Because this is more of a watch along. You're just getting my commentary. Also, no toddler is going to be this coordinated in their climbing ability. Or this coordinated in the head turning ability. fixed it. This is the thing I have a problem with. I love the twist ending. Do not get me wrong. I'm always a sucker for horror twist endings. And this is actually probably a good thing for him. As fucked up as that sounds. Nah. Nah. Bum 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 bum. All right. That is the end of that one. Like I said, not only is it my probably least favorite Goosebumps story, one of my least favorite Goosebumps episodes, it's probably my least favorite episode anthologically that we've watched so far. It's just so ugh. There's not. It doesn't have a horror feel to it. It really doesn't. It has a suspense feel to it, just not a horror feel to it. And I know that's part of what's supposed to be the horror. I don't know. I do remember like at least liking this episode as a kid, / teenager. It's just one that did not stick. Like I am one of the very rare people that I'm letting you guys know now. Like nostalgia doesn't hit me the same way it hits other people. Like I can remember liking it, but I can 100% admit I don't like it now. Like it's like the Ninja Turtles show from late 80s, early 90s. I adored that show growing up. I adored it for years. Like one of my favorite cartoons of all time. I love the Ninja Turtles now. I collect the IDW comics. I'm supposed to get the next one in the mail soon. However, that specific cartoon that I loved growing up, I can't stand it now. I think it is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. It doesn't give me warm fuzzies to look back and be like, oh man, I remember when it was so good. Like I don't know. Anyways, that is going to do it for this episode. So be sure to check out the review. We'll be dropping later today, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.